Hey everyone. So you may be wondering what I'm doing in the middle of the wood late at night. And the answer is apparently rare Pokemon that you don't get during the day are supposed to come out at night. And also apparently if you go to like a woodland area, somewhere away from cities and witnesses, apparently you're more likely to get rare ones. So let's check my sightings now. Um, Wow, this was so worth it. So, Pokemon Go is a ridiculously popular iOS app that somehow managed to single-handedly resurrect the Pokemon phenomenon, which I personally hoped would never happen again because last time round when I was a kid, it rotted my brain cells, and I was glad that everyone got bored of it when they did, because I would never have passed my exams in a million years if it didn't mysteriously vanish so I could stop thinking about where the fuck I'm supposed to find a Mew, and instead concentrate on something else. Anything else. And it'd be especially bad for me if it came back nowadays, seeing how I'm spending ages making videos on a regular basis to a schedule, which is something that I've struggled with implementing in my creative endeavours for some time now. Okay, gotta get this video finished. But Stuart, there's a Porygon in the town centre. You don't have that one yet. Shut up, Pokemon Go! Go on, Stuart. Get on your bike and go wandering around after imaginary animals. Feed the addiction. Feed me! God damn it, Pokemon Go, you twat! And it's not even that I think Pokemon Go is any good. They've basically stripped out most of the mechanics of Pokemon to the point where it barely requires any kind of skill or tactical thinking at all. So pretty much the only thing that Pokemon Go's got left over that I actually played Pokemon games in the first place for are the obsessive collecting and exploring new places aspects. But that's another problem as well. Okay, so it's designed to encourage you to go exploring in new places to get different Pokemon that you haven't got yet, and to do that, it always spawns similar ones in certain bits of towns and cities, but because I work a 9 to 5 job, it means that when I first commute into London with Pokemon Go up and decide, ooh, I'll catch some Pokemon on my way to work, and I find that this area's got lots of water types and I don't get that many of those around where I live, and I'm excited and I go, wow, this is awesome, I love Pokemon Go. But by about 2 weeks later, I now have all of the water types in my area, and I'm fucking sick of stumbling across Goldeen's and Slowpokes, and the only stuff that I get back in my hometown is just Pidgeys and Rattatas. So the sincere lack of variety in what spawns where means that a game that could have a potentially limitless lifespan gets really boring pretty quickly depending on your lifestyle. Another example, Drowsy is supposed to be semi-common, and yet they're on almost every street that I end up on a regular basis. Oh yeah, another question that I've got regarding what spawns where. Why are Caterpies so hard to find? People who've played it must know what I'm talking about here. Weedles? Fucking everywhere. Caterpies? Well, you might get like 2 every 3 days or so, and by the time that I do stumble across a Caterpie which I need to evolve my Metapod, I'm at such a high level by this point that the Caterpie's stronger than it would be, and this one time I fed a Caterpie a raspberry, which is supposed to make them easier to catch. I chuck a Pokeball at it, and then it fucking breaks out and runs. I'm still fucking bitter over that incident, it stole my fucking raspberry! Come back here, you little Twatterpie! Yeah, you heard me, I know where you live! Well, I don't, but if I did... Yeah, that's one of the ways that Pokemon don't behave like actual animals that's carried over from the original games. How can a Magikarp run from me? I mean, it's like a fish out of water. Well, actually, it is a fish out of water, but that's beside the point. Why can't this avatar of mine run after it if it runs? Actually, does my avatar need to run after Magikarp? Are they that fast? Of course, if you do get bored of trying to find rare Pokemon, there's always the gym battling system, that being a shit little minigame wherein you basically just tap to attack or swipe to dodge. There's 3 teams in the gym system: Team Valor for people who think they're stronger than everyone else, Mystic for people who think they're smarter than everyone else, and Instinct, which players on the other 2 teams think is kind of shit. So obviously I joined Team Instinct because fuck the system. And besides, given the gym battling system has no real skill or tactical thinking required, as said it's just tapping and swiping, and there's basically no real difference between the teams in terms of in-game mechanics, you're essentially just picking which is your favourite primary colour. Oh yeah, and the augmented reality aspect of it, you know, the key selling point of the entire enterprise, Pokemon appearing in real life, most players seem to turn the AR off after a while. I mean, sure, it's fun at first to take a picture of a Weedle from 2 floors up to make it look like a giant worm thing is attacking people in your local shopping centre, but the AR's just such a massive battery drain and it's harder to actually hit the Pokemon when it's on, so there's not really that much incentive to make the Pokemon appear in real life. And as far as augmented reality goes, the Pokemon don't exactly do much to augment your reality. I personally want them to merge aspects of Pokemon with modern life even more so that the lines between reality and fiction become even murkier. Make it so that you can catch Masingno by talking to a random old man and then going surfing next to an island. That I'd be impressed by. Still, whatever my gripes with it, Pokemon Go's made millions in microtransactions, and it's also generated a billion forum posts about Easter eggs and secrets that we haven't found yet. Oh shit, it's happening again. Anyway, so there's all these wild theories going around about how to catch the Pokemon that there's only one of in the original games. You know, the legendaries, Articuno, Zapdos and Moltres. The answer to which is very obviously they're going to do some sort of special event in the future or do a microtransaction or something. It doesn't take that many brain cells to figure this out. But there is also the question of Ditto, the shape-shifting Pokemon that can morph into the form of any Pokemon it likes that no one's found yet. And people are making up theories that he's hiding as a random wild Pokemon, and they're naming all of their Pokemon Ditto to see if it'll change back. And I've spent fucking hours looking at all my wild Pokemon's moves and stats to see if anything's different and that this Pokemon's secretly Ditto, and if I do something it'll change back, before stopping myself and thinking, what the fuck am I doing? Sorry everybody, but I do not believe that Ditto is available in this game at the moment. I think that they deliberately didn't put Ditto in and aloofly suggested that they did, just to drive me insane. No, they did. Niantic totally did that, just to get to me. Niantic have always hated me. I swear that they're watching my house. Look, there they are. There, you can see an outline of them. And they were the ones that put my rucksack in the fridge yesterday. What are you trying to do to me, Niantic? What's your goal? Is it world domination? It's world domination, isn't it? Confess. Confess. Sod this, I'm going home. Waste of time. What was that?